Joey, let's watch some of the pieces of this quintuple run jump drill. Try to keep it focused on you here. Here you go, going into the second to last, and you can see very clearly you've got pretty good shin position, and the toe is above the heel, and that's going to be one of the indicators we're going to be looking at. And then we look for a flat contact. So right now it may be a little bit heel first. That's understandable. If it is, that's an indication it's just a little bit too far out in front of your body. So you want to pull it in a little bit closer to directly under the hips, and that should get it perfectly flat, but that's very, very close. And then as you move in, you see that you start this, you land this in a relatively tall position. You don't have too much bend in the knee or the hip at this point, but it increases as you move through that motion. So you've increased from that position to a much higher degree of hip and knee bend, and that's good. And then we set the shin up on the front side. That's a little bit out there. You want that shin to be almost vertical, but again, you got the toe above the heel. That's a great sign. And then you want a flat contact. And as far as this is concerned, that goes from in the air to flat. So that's pretty good. You seem to have that in just the right spot, just in front of the hips. And then there's displacement. Now this one you can see, this is kind of vertical. And I'm going to play it in slow motion. So you can see this one goes up a little bit. So how do you change that? Just let yourself move out in front of it. Get this angle of this leg from vertical to a little bit more displacement. You want it about there. And later on, you do a better job of that, I think, on the next rep. A little bit better, keeping the foot where the foot is behind the hips when you lose contact with the ground. And the farther behind it is, the flatter little angle you'll get off the ground.